Imagine buying a brand new, affordable EV right here in Canada, packing up for a weekend road trip down to the States and getting completely denied at the border. Thanks to sweeping new U.S. legislation introduced in the spring of 2026, that is exactly what could happen. Welcome back to Daily Auto Tips. Your car care starts here. As a 310S tech turning wrenches here in Canada, and someone who frequently makes the drive down to New York, this new border legislation immediately caught my attention. We're going to cut through the political noise today and look at the actual technology driving this ban. Why are American lawmakers trying to block these cars, and what does it mean for your next vehicle purchase? To understand the ban, you have to understand what just happened here in Canada. In January 2026, Canada dropped its 100% surtax on Chinese EVs and agreed to a new quota, allowing 49,000 of these vehicles in at a low 6.1% tariff. These cars are heavily subsidized, making them incredibly cheap. But as these vehicles started arriving in our backyards this May, the U.S. government sounded the alarm. They aren't worried about the electric motors or the batteries. They are terrified of the software. This fear led to two major pieces of legislation. First, the Connected Vehicle Security Act of 2026, introduced in April. This bill aims to permanently block the import and sale of vehicles, and specifically their connected software and hardware, from foreign adversaries like China. But because Canada and Mexico are now letting these cars in, U.S. lawmakers introduced a second bill in May, the Protecting America from Chinese Cars Act. This is the border ban. It specifically requires U.S. Customs and Border Protection to turn away Chinese connected vehicles from entering the U.S. from Canada or Mexico, even if you're just driving over for the day. So why the extreme reaction? Lawmakers are calling these cars surveillance packages on wheels. When I hook up diagnostic equipment to a modern vehicle, I see firsthand how much data is moving across the network. These aren't just cars, they are rolling computer nodes. They collect high-resolution video of the roads, map critical infrastructure, track your precise GPS locations, record in-cabin audio, and sync with your phone's contacts and messages. Because these vehicles are constantly connected to cellular networks for over-the-air updates, all that data is transmitted back to the manufacturer's servers. The U.S. government's concern is that Chinese companies are legally obligated by their government to hand over any requested data, turning a cheap commuter car into a foreign espionage tool. Here's the unbiased truth. Yes, there is a massive economic push here to protect American auto workers from being undercut by subsidized foreign pricing. But the cybersecurity threat is real. Any vehicle that constantly maps its environment and sends that data overseas is a massive privacy risk. If you're shopping for an EV this year, you have to factor this in. Buying that cheaper imported EV might mean you are physically locked out of crossing the U.S. border. The automotive landscape is changing faster than ever, and it's not just about turning wrenches anymore. It's about understanding the software. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. Let me know in the comments. Would a U.S. border ban stop you from buying a Chinese EV? Thanks for watching, and remember, your car care starts here. See you in the next one.